Welcome back to Astrovision, Spirituality, and Tarot. So in this video, we're going to be taking a speculative look at Halle Bailey's natal placements in regards to a situation that has blown up. And I think, the speculation regarding this situation could possibly have some truth to it. And if you don't know, Halle is allegedly trending for possibly being pregnant, and so that is the big speculation right now. A lot of people are currently talking about it, and so on this channel, if you are new and stumbling across this video, I would like to take this time to reintroduce myself. So hello, my name is Joe, or Jaco, and so basically here on this channel we discuss astrology and we discuss natal placements, and also we tie in spirituality and we tie in commentary as well. And maybe you might know a little bit about your zodiac sign, or you might know a little bit about the signs, and so here on this channel I basically break them down, and I like to discuss astrology, and I also like to express my opinion and share my commentary as well. So the basis of my channel is to be informative, but also with some highlights of some entertainment for you guys as well. And so if you find a liking to that, definitely feel free to like and also subscribe, and stay tuned for more content to come. I definitely am working on some video requests that I do have in the background, and I am finishing some other videos that I have some second parts to as well. Now we're going to be jumping into the specific placement that can point towards Halle Bailey and where she is now and what she can represent. And I do think that is motherhood, and I do believe that she's going to be stepping into motherhood. Whether people like that or not, I know that it definitely is something that's controversial, because I do know that Halle is a well-liked individual. She is a part of the group Chloe X Halle, and that is a group that is signed under Beyonce's production company, Parkwood Entertainment. So these two individuals, her and her sister, they're well-liked. These are very talented individuals, and this aspect that I'm going to be discussing can point towards Halle having some natural talent as well, but it also can be an indicator of where she is now and what she can represent now. And I think that's her stepping into motherhood. Whether people like that or not, I definitely can see this in her cards. It's definitely a possibility. And I will have to say that Halle actually has the more delicate reputation out of her sister, and this aspect also can represent that as well. So from an astrological standpoint, Halle does have her Saturn in Taurus at the 15th degree, and that 15th degree equates to partnership, love, and it also has to deal with balance because it's ruled by Libra. And so this aspect in particular can play out in many ways, especially when we're talking about finances and we're talking about career and reputation, and then you are incorporating that 15th degree. So we're going to be talking about partnership as well, and we're going to be talking about love. Now, with her having this aspect, one of the ways that it can play out is that Halle actually can have the potential to trap a man, or she can be trapped by a man for financial gain, because Saturn does deal with our father figures. It can represent that, and Taurus can represent finances, but again, that 15th degree has to deal with partnership. So she definitely can be a person who goes down the road of having planned pregnancies, or take the route of Planned Parenthood, since both Saturn and Taurus can represent traditionalism. So she's going to be prone to being a traditionalist, and this is definitely one of those aspects that can point to someone marrying into money, or being locked into a situation out of love, out of luxury, and financial gain. With Halle having her Saturn placement in Taurus at the 15th degree, this is going to incorporate the things that she takes a likability to and the things that she happens to collaborate with. And one of the things that Halle very much so can be a collaborator of is the fact that she can be able to build a man up financially, because again, we're talking about Taurus and we're talking about Saturn being in Taurus. So she'll be able to build a man up financially, or he can do this for her. You know what I'm saying? And Taurus sextiles the energy of Cancer naturally in astrology. So with a powerful moon transit, Halle definitely could have a high possibility of getting pregnant. You know what I'm saying? She could be very fertile around those times, and it could just be a possibility of her becoming pregnant by her partner. This is at that 15th degree. And allegedly, the father of her child to be, or her potential baby daddy, is going to be DDG. And DDG is a Libra, and that 15th degree can represent a Libra. So with Halle having Saturn and Taurus at the 15th degree, that literally can equate to her child's father being a Libra man. So sometimes astrology really can be in your face. It can be literal once you break it down, and it can make sense in some aspects. And I just thought that was ironic that he is a Libra man, and that 15th degree does equate to some Venus energy, and it can equate to Libras. Another thing to be aware of, if you have this energy yourself, Saturn and Taurus, this can deal with someone gaining weight, and the weight can actually stick. So you can overindulge in the things that you like. And Taurus has to deal with luxury, and it also has to deal with comforts and our comfort foods. And especially while she's pregnant, she definitely could have some cravings to overindulge in this area. And not to forget, something worth mentioning is that Halle is an Aries woman, and I believe her Aries Sun is at that 7th degree, and that 7th degree can equate to Pisces energy. So with that Aries and Pisces energy, she can be feisty, she can have an attitude, but her attitude could be watered down because of that influence of Pisces, that influence of Neptune. So she very much so could be intense and is going to be about, the action and the violence, all that stuff. But she could be a big crybaby at the same time. You know what I'm saying? She could be a big crybaby. And with that Pisces energy being attached to her sun, our sun sign does have to deal with our claim to fame. So that literally can represent her being an artist and being a musician, because that Pisces energy does have to deal with our creativity, and it does have to deal with our artistic abilities. And also, just with Halle being an Aries, she can be prone to be self-conscious and body conscious. So since she does have this Saturn and Taurus placement that she's working with, if she does gain weight, she probably will be quickly inclined to knocking the weight off, because a lot of Aries can be very flexible, and these people can be very physical. It's that sign of taking action and being in charge. So with her being an Aries but having this Saturn and Taurus placement, this can point to her gaining weight, you know what I'm saying, and the weight will be able to stick. But at the same time, since she's an Aries, she'll be able to knock the weight off, and that Aries is at that 7th degree, and that 7th degree can play with some body modifications. It can deal with some body enhancements as well, because Neptune does have to deal with plastic surgery. And I'm not saying that she has already done that or has already gotten beauty enhancements or anything like that. But with her having Aries at that 7th degree, she can have the potential and the possibility to go down that route in life and definitely try those things out. But back to her Saturn and Taurus placement and her natal charts, this specifically can point to someone having an affection and valuing the relationship that they have with their father or the father figures in their life. These people can really respect those men in their life, and they can be very diligent towards them and just have a lot of care and really maintain that relationship. There's a lot of love and likability there. So she really could value the relationship that she has with her father. And I would say that's apparent because, her sister is Chloe Bailey, and you definitely see Chloe Bailey out here being a mover and a shaker and really shaking all of her assets around, trying to get attention by way of doing that. But Halle's approach more so is a little bit softer. It's a little bit more respectable. And I know these two girls do come from that church background. So you got to imagine Chloe for sure is definitely getting that side eye from her parents for sure, probably. And especially her father, if her father is a very religious Christian type man, you know what I'm saying? These people definitely could be very critical of someone being promiscuous and breaking out of their shell and being very sexual like Chloe is. So Halle taking that more delicate approach really is represented by this Saturn and Taurus. That Saturn energy does have to deal with the reputation as well. And with Halle having this placement, she's going to be a person who's going to be very strong-willed and someone who has accumulated a lot of self-worth about themselves and a lot of self-respect. So she could be prone to taking her time and being a little slower, stepping out of the box. And she could also have a reputation for being stagnant and just sitting in her comfort zone, not really trying to expand outside of that. A lot of Tauruses can be notorious for being boring, you know what I'm saying? These people can really be comfortable in the things that they like, and 9 times out of 10, these are the things that they value and they place a high security on. And so these people can be a little greedy, you know what I'm saying? They can be stingy, but she does have Saturn in Taurus, and so I do believe that she's someone who has a charitable heart. Even at times, she may come off reserved. She can come off conservative and materialistic with this aspect. But 9 times out of 10, since she has Saturn in Taurus and it's at that 15th degree, I definitely can equate that to someone being charitable. And Saturn does deal with the growth of things. It deals with resources, it deals with lessons, and it can deal with the accumulation of things. And so these people can have a lot, you know what I'm saying? They're known for their ability to save and maintain things. So they very much so can be charitable. You know, that is a quality of Saturn, and that is a quality of Capricorn, especially because it plays into their reputation for being organized and being financially secure. And with that being said, a lot of charity events are built to bring some type of recognition to economical issues or low income organizations. And again, Saturn and Capricorn can represent the economy, and it can represent organizations. And since her Saturn is in Taurus at that 15th degree, that 15th degree can literally equate to balance, justice, and so she'll be prone to having a charitable heart. And since we're talking about Capricorn, I literally just had like a flashback moment of when I remember watching this one astrologer's YouTube video or their live stream or whatever. I came across their video, and this person, you know, they're decently good at interpreting the charts. I enjoyed their content for a while, and I would say, you know, they're mildly popular on YouTube, and they really have a space in the urban sector for interpreting the charts as far as astrology goes and things like that. But I came across this person's video, and during that time when I was watching them, I saw that they were being very condescending with what they're telling to their subscribers, because I don't know if they came across my content at the time or they stumbled across one of my videos or something, or even their subscribers, I don't know, but this YouTuber had took it upon themselves to like mildly go off on the fact that someone said Capricorn deals with charity on their live stream, and it wasn't me. I wasn't the person that said that, but someone else said it. So I don't know if they came across my video, or even if someone else said it on YouTube. You know, I'm not the only one who could have that idea, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the only one who could have that idea or that thought about Capricorn having to do with charity. But this person like mildly went off, and they were basically telling their subscribers like, oh, watch who you guys are subscribing to, watch what you guys are consuming. And they were basically going off, and it kind of came off a little bit condescending to me, and it basically just like rubbed me the wrong way. And I wouldn't say that this person is a hater, but I don't know if they just did not like my approach in my video, or they did not like my direction of how I guide my videos or whatever, how I narrate them. I don't know. But every time I discuss Capricorn or Saturn energy on YouTube, I literally be having like a little flashback. So, you know, this is kind of me just like getting that off my chest, just in case this person was to come across my videos again. It kind of also is a little moment or a little opportunity for me to say like, fuck off, you know, at the same time, because it's always people like that who really do not practice what they preach. And I do believe that this person is a Sagittarius. And so a lot of Sagittarius, you know, even myself, I'm a Sag, we can stumble sometimes on our own feet with teaching other people things. You know, we love to do that, right? But at the same time, a lot of Sagittariuses can struggle with not practicing what they're preaching and what they're teaching out here. And I just thought it was very condescending and very narcissistic of this person. And, you know, I don't really just want to make this video all about that. You know, we did discuss Halle, and I did want to discuss what I wanted to talk about. Now, one thing that I will say before we close out on this video is the fact that their relationship potentially could be challenged. And, you know, the basis of them getting into love possibly is for growth, and it's for them to mature. And since DDG is a Libra and she is an Aries, these are two opposing energies. And I know opposites can attract, but this relationship definitely can bring in a lot of domestic violence. And since she has that number 7, you know, this domestic violence can be hidden. A lot of things that she's suffering with, she definitely could deal with in silence. So their relationship definitely could have some undertones to it, to where everything that glitters for sure isn't golden. And that's something to take into account with her being an Aries woman in that 7th degree. So before we close this video out, I definitely wanted to acknowledge that, because, you know, most of the time when an Aries and a Libra come together, the chemistry can be great, it can be good, but towards the end, these people can have a lot of battle scars from the relationship. They can have a lot of history that's very toxic and very violent, and they could potentially just have a lot of destructive moments, you know what I'm saying? So Thank you guys for watching. Definitely comment down below some video requests. If you guys want me to do a full natal reading on Halle Bailey, then comment that down below. Also press a like. That let me know that you guys enjoy my videos and you enjoy the content. And also subscribe if you're a new person viewing this, and stay tuned for more content to come. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.